Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to a Casual Boots Tournament race. Today, we've got Humbugh versus ARabidWombat. I am Lana being joined on commentary by Talon. How you doing today?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and yeah, welcome to some more Casual Boots fun. This one out of Group T. Humbugh got a pretty good lock on this group, but Wombat with a win pretty much secures himself a place in brackets, so plenty to play for.
Absolutely. It's going to be a good match. These two are two very experienced runners, and expect this to be a very fast-paced race between these two. We're talking 5-minute escapes and go mode in less than 20 minutes. Kidding. It's going to be a good match.
Yeah, Humbugh, longtime runner, very experienced, definitely a name you don't want to see in your group. Wombat, not nearly in the rando as much as Humbugh, but you see him run around in different ladders and tournaments. Definitely has made a name for themselves, not someone to be slipped on. So yeah, this is going to be great.
Exactly. It's going to be a fantastic match. We did get a roll by Scottish Brave, so we'll see how that goes compared to yesterday's cross keys, but should be fun either way. Here we go. We're going to get started. Let's see what's at your house with the uncle. I don't see an umbrella. Yeah, I think he's lying.
Yeah, I feel like that's not the truth at all. Okay.
Oh, all right. It's a good start. And a big thank you to Scottish Brave for putting on this restream. Hope everybody's having a good day.
Yeah, that glove is interesting. We might see a runner potentially zip up the mountain for the saving quit right after escape. Maybe give us some divergence early.
Absolutely. And depending on what else we find, it could be Dark World access pretty early. I know in my Casual Boots race yesterday, Dark World by the time we left escape, I was very surprised.
I've done a few Casual Boots this weekend, and I've had Aga every time, so it'd be interesting to see if we can avoid that.
Yeah, statistically, it is a higher chance on this. You do start with boots, so the game has more of a reason to say, here's a lamp and a cape or an extra sword. Have fun. So statistically, Casual Boots has a better chance of being an Aga seed for sure. That being said, it is going to be the last match for these two runners. Either way, match 6 for Humbugh, match 6 for Wombat. And as far as I can tell, Humbugh has made it into the next round here, and Wombi is looking to tie Hawk 59. Hawk 59 is 3-3 in this group. Wombi is 3-2. So if Humbugh takes this victory, it'll be a playoff between Wombi and Hawk. If Wombi can win this, though, going to move on to the next round with Humbugh.
Yeah, so a pretty hype match. Two good runners, but also with plenty of implications. So these are the kind we want to see. Yeah, Wombat, great friend of mine. I have run numerous things with him. We run multi-world tourney together. We do co-ops for the 40 bunks async a lot, so very familiar with their running, very strong runner. Humbugh needs no real introduction. This is someone's name. I promise you, if you're in the community, you have heard of Humbugh, so.
Absolutely, and like you said earlier, if you've got Humbugh in your groups, let alone Wombi, you know it's going to be a tough group.
All right, both runners going for the 8 slash strat on the ball and chain guard. Get it down, grab Zelda, and we're heading back toward the top.
Clean escape sequence so far from both runners. Ball and chain being a little bit of a jerk, but that's what they can do.
Yeah, Wombat's stream or game had just a little bit of a hiccup right when they went into the escape, which cost them a few seconds, which pretty much is the difference here.
Yeah, both these runners you could expect a clean escape near 5 minutes. I just totally jinxed them. All right, Gardner, RNG incoming. Okay, Wombat getting an extra heart, not a bad idea. Humbugh saying, nah, I'm good. And we do have Humbugh's MSU right now. It is Cuphead, a classic, very good MSU.
This game is so good. Cuphead's just fun to play, so I'm always down when the music gets picked. Oh, there's some of that enemy RNG you were talking about.
Right. And I think on the other end, we got RESTREAM using, I believe, Splatoon MSU, made by themselves. We'll switch audio eventually, get a little taste of both. But eventually, I imagine we'll probably go with the audio of the clean leader, whenever that'll be. Wow, looking like a very clean escape for Humbugh, though. And not really that far off for Wombat, just a little RNG difference here going on. And like you said, that little hiccup near the beginning of the escape. Ooh, 5 on the dot.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, anything that's less than 510, I think you have to be happy with. So 5 is amazing.
Okay, we've got bombs. We're going to go ahead and leave this. I'm a fan, honestly, of a save and quit South Shore if you get bombs in escape, but to each their own. We got a pendant at Eastern. It looked like regular crystals at Hira and Desert. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I think Desert was a red crystal.
Ah, did not glance that fast enough. Yes, you are right. Hey, look, more bombs. We like bombs.
I wonder if maybe they're holding off on South Shore, hoping just to grab a little bit more cash so they can just run to Zora since they're so close.
True. You could also hope for something else like a flute or something to help your mobility. Humbugh doing the right thing, saying, no, thanks, I'm good, don't need that hurt. And Wombat getting that 4-pack pull from the trees, and same for Humbugh immediately after. Saying no to the Bloomerang. Disrespect.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like there was a moment of indecision, like maybe I want that, but no, decides not, doesn't need it.
Okay, judging from Humbugh's route, we're either going to be going to South or going to the town from the south, or we're planning on going South Shore. Or Mountain. That was, I think it was a bloopy or something useless on the Lumberjack. Looks like Wombat does go ahead and pick up that boomerang. We don't know, the stun prize could be useful.
Yeah, I think maybe it was a piece of heart. Yeah, it was something relatively irrelevant on the Lumberjack. Nothing our runners will need. I'm not against going and grabbing the save and quit from the old man here. Like, why not? You're probably going to need it eventually anyway.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it right now. You're really not losing a lot of time. Only way you're losing a little time is if you get that flute somewhere.
Yeah, and if they're looking to end their route and potentially do South Shore instead of Kakariko anyway, then this is a great place to just stop and fill in the town later.
Yeah, Wombat doing a pretty typical CAC route going from the north. We'll see what Blindside has for us here, along with Spectacle Rock. Yeah, $50 on it. Ooh, I got a mushroom. Yeah. And full heart. Nah, we're good there.
Plenty of heart containers. I think that's 3 already.
Yeah. All right, not much going on in Blindside. Did get that mushroom, but who wants to do mushroom? But we do get a South Shore play from Humbugh. I like this. Again, you end up getting powder and a hammer or a flute, something you're just looking good in Kakariko. The same can happen on the other end. You just could get both in Kakariko and be in good shape for travel there. So hard to say what to do either way. Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, you just save and quit, Humbugh. You could do the right thing.
I agree. Oh, nice sword.
Nice sword.
All right, you could reset Humbugh. That would be not bad.
I'm not judging. Yeah, we can make arguments for and against both of these, South Shore and or Kakariko, and both have strengths, so I think it's definitely just going to see which one pays off this time.
All right, well, we're 110 away from Zora. The only downside to what Humbug's doing at this point is you're pretty committed, so unless you just get some really bad stuff down here... Oh, hi, Flute! Unless you get some bad stuff down here, you're keeping whatever you get, and that 500's gone. But Wombat does play the route correctly here, does get that Flute, so going to have faster access to the mountain and South Shore pretty quickly. And that was a very bad mini Moldorm cave. Quite sure there was like $40 in arrows. Exactly, Brave. You got the flute, mushrooms, and logic now. It's fine.
That's actually a really great point.
Like, the only question you have to ask yourself at this point is, do you intentionally save and quit with the intention of save scumming mushroom, or do you just trust the process, go for it, and move on?
Nah, if I got early mushroom, I gotta see what's on it.
Alright, that's a bottle, which unfortunately does give us one more check at Sick Kid, but you got a flute, so it doesn't take too long. Meanwhile, Humbug is still going to be $44 short of Zora. And gonna go ahead and, okay, gonna check George now. Many people like to wait until after Waterfall Fairy for George because you get to keep your water walk, but doing this without a Moon Pearl does mean that you cannot get Waterfall without a Moon Pearl or Flippers right now.
Oh, we found Flippers in Dark Cross, so I mean.
Oh, did we? Oh, I totally missed that. Oh my gosh, George, the betrayal.
Alright, Sick Kid not having much, but Humbug gonna route the village from the south. So we'll get all the things that Wombat has, but we'll see what Wombat wants to do with that flute.
Yeah, about to get some repeat content here. Oh, gonna get an early Desert Ledge and a gain a check here.
Yeah, with the flute. Yeah, flute and boots, I'm a big fan of this play, knocking this terrible check out of the way.
Well, it does set up the save and quit, so this could tell us that Wombat could be setting up for the save scum with that mushroom.
Yeah, that's a great point. Just covering all your bases with that one. Have another heart container.
Good lord, game. Very friendly hearts here. I mean, we're pretty much ignoring every one of them, but besides that. And Humbug's route pretty darn good here. South to north seems like a good thing because you get Sick Kid, you get that flute activate, and then you just, you clean up the north and you just mirror out. Wombat is going to set up for Houlihan here.
Yeah, I was wondering. Can we give a small shout out to Humbug's 6-second race game, by the way?
I love the 6-second race game, so good.
That was unbelievable. It's like a skunk.
Alright, Wombat guarantees Zora money at this point. Doesn't save and quit, though, to preserve it. I don't know, with this early mushroom, I never trust early mushroom. I prioritize that if I'm Wombat here.
Yeah, same. If I see the early mushroom, I have to believe it's worth something. Now, not always the case, obviously, but my brain tells me, no. You want to know what's on there.
Exactly. It's like if the game gives you an early hammer and powder, you're like, okay, I may not like going to the bat, but I think we got it.
Yeah, 100%.
Alright, and Humbug from the south to north really kind of works out because you have to go north anyway to activate your flute. You clean up the north light world here, and suddenly you're just fluting and turning into mushroom, maybe. Okay, it does not activate flute, but that's fine.
Yeah, they'll grab it when they do the bottle vendor, I would assume. But yeah, great route. So they'll end in save and quit in Blind's Hut. So that's a great call.
Okay, so that was among the worst of the worst mini Moldorm caves I've seen in a while in a any Kaz boots, let alone an open or a cross keys even.
Yeah, ever. That was terrible.
It's like $45 and 20 arrows. And Wombat gets like a random bomb under the bush. And Humbug gets to route this in pretty well because you're going to save and quit, like you said, blind set. And you do have that opportunity to save scum that mushroom immediately if you want to. Great Corvid, please. There is no bless. Wombat's about to get the worst item in the game. Except there's 3 of the worst items in the game. It's horrible.
Yeah, for the cost of your amazing water walk, you now get a shield.
Evil. Okay, he's doing that immediate mushroom turn-in like we thought. Let's see if it pays out.
It's got to be something like bow. Oh, all right. I find that really surprising.
And not gonna save scum it. That's fine.
That's a healthy seed.
Yeah. All right, we're going to Saha Eastern. That's pretty much all Humbug has besides doing what Wombat's doing right now. So we'll see which runner is making the right call. We got Eastern without a bow. Saw's had and Zora left pretty much logically. Tuck shot somewhere game. Oh, hi, Mir. Hi, Sword.
Oh.
Alright, well, Wombat's gonna be going up the mountain next. And you could get Mitts and suddenly have a part of desert open to you, too. Oh, God.
Lamp.
Alright, well, Gary's in logic now. As is, Eastern Big Key Chest. I don't know if I want to see Lamp at this point in the game. That is not a good sign. You want to get Lamp after Dark World access. Alright, looks like Humbug gonna go back to Zora, I'd imagine. Still a little short on money. I think you do get 20 at Waterfall, so it should be good.
Alright, there we go. Like I say, I bet your Wombat scums this.
And he did.
Yeah, Wombat, a pretty strong believer in scumming the mushroom, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
Alright, Humbug only would have been missing a fire source, but that fire source at this point, if we get Mitts, could be Landmo with Pearl or some nonsense. Alright, if I had to guess, we're going to have both runners on the mountain at about the same time here in, 15, 20 seconds? No, I guess 30 seconds. Wombat will have a bit of a lead in terms of mountain climb, but also Humbug has a sword. So if Hira is your next play, then Humbug is going to have the definite advantage on Troll Durham.
Yeah, the combat difference between Master Sword and Temper Sword is pretty well documented and pretty vast, honestly, so definitely will be a combat advantages for Humbug.
Yeah, and you can like charge swing or charge spin your sword, but it's still harder than swinging.
I think we've seen 6 or 7 heart containers already.
We avoided one so far. Alright, Dark World, we have a map check. We do Ice and Mire are pendants. We have Mire Green Pendant, and I think that was the other 5-6 at Swamp.
Yep, you got it.
Alright, well, both runners are going to be in Tower of Hero at the same time. Is this the play? Eastern is our only other choice.
Ugh, Pendant Eastern is not a choice, it's a lack of options.
Not only that, but it's just you don't even have a bow. Alright, oh, Wombi is trusting the big key.
They don't have a choice.
You know, yeah, I was gonna say, I was about to correct myself and be like, no hook shot, you dummy. Alright, coffee break time. I'm taking a drink of my coffee. Are you, chat? Talon, you got any coffee?
I got Dr. Pepper.
I got both. I got the Dr. Pepper 2-liter next to me, literally, on my desk, but I'm working on coffee.
Yeah, I don't partake in the flavored water, unfortunately, so yeah. Dr. Pepper and straight water for me.
Isn't that technically what Dr. Pepper is, flavored water?
Well, I mean, if you want to break it down, yeah, sure, but by having just water, it makes me feel better about myself.
True, true. I do actually have all three in front of me. I've got Dr. Pepper, glass of water, and a glass of coffee.
Oh, the
Literally.
Holy Trinity.
Exactly. If I disappear for 2 minutes, chat, you know it's because I gotta pee. Alright, and Wombat's out of the room. Looks like Humbug's going with the NMG strats. Out of the room a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, Wombat wanted to farm for a couple bombs. Wombat does have to be a little bit careful. They're a little more pretentious on the health there.
Yeah, Moldorm still one-shot you. You do not have upgraded mail. Oh, that was so close. Oh, that Moldorm was just teasing him. There you go. All right, we suddenly have desert access. And, checkerboard desert. And you can technically cheat into, Mire Shed if you really want.
I mean, anytime you have, like, Mirror, Mitts, and, Flute, I mean, Pearl's just sitting in, checkerboard, isn't it?
Or desert. And again, Humbug's gonna have the combat advantage going into desert, having that tempered. Oh, Wombat, no.
Come on, Moldorm.
Alright, Crystal number 1 for either runner, about 21.5 minutes. Oh no, you're right, Brave, we're going from this into, cross keys racing. No! It's fine. Surely you guys would behave for Talon close to the end, right? If I use the restroom, it's fine.
Yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it. You're safe in my calloused hands.
Alright, we did not get a medallion check for Mire, though. Ugh, come on. It's a green pendant, but it's knowledge. I don't know, do you go checkerboard first, or with a beatable desert, you just go desert, checkerboard second?
Yeah, no, I think doing desert first is fine. You gotta beat it anyway. You might as well just get it. That way, as soon as you get out of checkerboard, you can just flute away.
I guess that's why you don't get map info or medallion infos, because you were going to be leaving that anyway. We got Bombos for Mire. Alright, looks like we're going right side first. Yeah, with the mirror, this makes sense, because you get 1 of 2 items. Then you're not going to do big chests until after you're done with Landmo. But if you get 0 items every year, you're doing big chests. Alright, so I assume Landmo first on Bug? No, okay, well, Fire Rock, how you doing? Well, suddenly the Landmo fight for Wombi just got an advantage. With our current gear, we do not need to fight Aga. Still could be a logically required Aga Seed. No, no, we have flippers. Never mind. Aga's dead.
Oh, unless the pearl's on the pyramid.
Oh, even though they've got west access into the Dark World, so it doesn't matter. Oh wait, you're right.
I was like,
Moonpearl first. You're right. You're right. Moonpearl first. Hello.
I'm like, Lana's got that like sweet strats I don't know nothing about.
Yeah, it's that water walk with no Moonpearl. Yeah, totally. Yeah, Krosky's brain going on. My brain's going. They got a connector over there. It's fine. It's fine, chat. There's still a slight chance if Moonpearl's not here. Then we only have Eastern and Pyramid for the Moonpearl. I don't know, at that point, if you don't get a Moonpearl right here for Humbug, do you go Eastern or straight Aga?
No, you go Eastern.
Besides Checkerboard.
Checkerboard we know is, yeah, Fire Rod, but...
right, but Humbug's next.
Right, Humbug doesn't know that, yeah. No, I think you have to go Eastern here, especially since it's pinned at Eastern, and hopefully you'll never have to go back anyway. But doing Aga, just have to go through Eastern anyway? No, thanks. Yeah, I do Eastern. Especially you just flute to 5 and run.
Alright, well that is Desert with no Pearl, so... Gonna get that Fire Rod for Humbug, and gonna kind of regret not getting that first. But not much, you got Tempered, it's fine. Golly. West Eastern or... Ugh. Oh, okay, Humbug's gonna cheat into the thing. That makes sense, I like that.
Yeah, it gets it first try. Yeah, I wondered if any of the runner would do this. Worth.
Yeah, I'd say so. You never want to go back to my area with that being a pendant, and you have no reason to go there with Desert, but it'll be interesting to see how long it takes Wombi to pick that up, because that seems semi-required. Or, of course, Wombat just could get Ice Rod right now if they want. Alright, Humbug, you fluting to 5 or just 4 and run north? Or King's Tomb, the option I didn't think of.
So it looks like Wombat did take your advice about going straight to land mode and then coming back in for this item if it was.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But it's fine either way, right? Alright, those bums. We got Eastern and Aga left. And we're going Eastern. And is Wombi going to remember the King's Tomb? Yes, he will. Gonna get well rewarded with the bomb refill.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just what they've been looking for.
Hammer would be good. Hook shot would be fine. Humbug is just hoping for one of those two things to be here. And then in the brains of the runners are going to be like, oh, geez, the other person just went to Eastern when they did Saha.
Yeah, for these runners, I'd be really excited to see a hook shot, because that means once you get to Dark World, there's several dungeons you can just knock out very quickly.
Yeah. And it gives you East Death Mountain 2, East Dark, and Light Death Mountain. Which would probably be your Moon Pearl at that point if you do find a hook shot here. Alright, red mail upgrade for Wombi along with that sword. Because swords are fine.
Yeah, we like swords. It's a pro sword chat.
Here we are, nearing 30 minutes, and we're not in go mode. Sag.
Yeah, come on, Brave. There were promises made.
Hashtag not a Moon Pearl. Okay, we got one more chance this not to be an Agassiz. That could be the reason why the game gave us the lamp, because we had Fire Rod from Checkerboard. And even then, it wasn't strictly needed at this point, other than the crystal. I mean, besides Moon Pearl, what do we need? We need whatever medallion gets us into Turtle Rock. We need a bow, we need a hook shot, hammer, Samaria.
Yeah, some Thorn medallion.
Whatever gets us into TR, yeah. There's not a lot they need for gun mode, but... Okay, what do we got?
There you go.
God, it's a Moon Pearl.
Right. Luch Kakariko, hit the Dark World, and let's go. I'm going to guess both runners will go right into Skullwoods and finish that.
Oh yeah, unless it's a pendant, you go in. And even then, I at least do the front of Skullwoods, even if it's a pendant. But Humbugh will go right to the mid entrance. Gonna get big key chest, go straight to the boss area. Very friendly seed though. You got 11 arts, red mail, tempered. You're just gonna destroy the seed. You just gotta find your gun mode. Good room. Didn't even get a hand spawn.
Yeah, have we mentioned Humbugg's pretty good at this game?
He's played once or twice. He's okay.
Alright, here's Wombat grabbing their Pearl. We'll bounce out of Eastern and then see where they want to go. I'm willing to bet probably the same place.
Yeah, kind of out of options otherwise. I mean, you could go to Mireshed, which he's doing, which is good for him. He's going to get that Ice Rod.
Yeah, really making the choice not to isolate these checks, which is really good. I wonder if they thought about the mirror trick after the fact, and it's like, well, I'll just have to go back whenever I get Pearl now.
Here's a question for you, Talon. You get to Village, no hammer. Do you do Thief's Stem?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep. And yeah, I don't even hesitate.
And that is a very dead Motha, though, with all of one spike gone. Well done.
Yeah, both dungeon items sitting in that back area where Mothula is, so still need a couple things, but yeah, that was the poster child for perfect Moth.
Have fun with X keys, Gray. Shields reable. Hashtag shield suck.
Yeah, echoing something Brave's saying in chat, I see the point for, especially having Mitts and Flute, getting back to Vu is very, very, very quick. I can see the point of bypassing it just for Hype Cave to see if you can pull it on the way. I'm just lazy. And if it's in front of me and I can do it, I'm just going to do it.
I go one step further than that. I do Skull. I check the north. I go check Bumper, Mirror, check Graveyard Ledge. And then I skip all of Outcasts. And I just go straight for Dig Game, grab the Frog, do South Dark World, and then do Village of Outcasts before Purple Chest. And hope for a hammer before going in.
Yeah, I hate the Smith Chain, but if it's easy to do it, then you just do it. So in this case, yeah, 100%, just do the Smith Chain on the way. And if the meta has been anything to go by lately, the hammer's just an Ice Palace, because dang, I feel like the thing just lives there anymore.
Oh god. Ice Palace has been a theme in this tournament so far. Okay, there's one piece of the puzzle. And you like to see it now before you go into Swamp, before you go into Ice Palace. If you have to go into Ice Palace. And Brave did roll this, so Ice Palace is like priority of my mind. I mean, beautiful seed. Okay, good fight for Wombat as well. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you got it. I was going to say the exact same thing.
Oh, there's still time, Brave. We still got items to find. Tyler Salt, thank you for the subscription to Scottish Brave's channel. We appreciate the support. Kipper can now have a couple more treats. Alright, that's one item. Ew, Brad. Ew. No. Bad Kipper.
So both runners very close, showing off great execution throughout this. But so long as this scene maintains linear, Humbug's just going to keep pushing through with their level of play. Wombat kind of needs something to be in a bad spot to choose to go that Humbug's going to leave off for a while to try to get ahead here.
Yeah, I think execution-wise, Humbug is pulling away a bit. 20 arrows in Skullwoods, that's disgusting. So yeah, Wombat needs to go somewhere dumb pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, the North Dark World checks now would be a really good idea, potentially, because...
Right, if you end up finding something like the medallion required for Turtle Rock and nothing else, that's very good for Wombat. If you find a hammer, that's not gonna fool Humbug for long.
Yeah, even potentially something like a hookshot. You know, one of the bows.
Yeah, this is kind of the seed where you're, like, most people who are going to face Humbug are not going to be able to keep up execution-wise. So if everything's on the way, good luck. But if you get something out of the way, you got a chance.
Yeah, the seed is really starting to feel pretty jetty at this point. Like, it just kind of feels like you're going to walk into what you need.
Yeah. What, bow, hookshot, hammer, a medallion.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Finding that small key, though, in Thieves Town potentially leaves... I think there's an item left, unless I missed that.
Yeah, okay. You can look at the bottom of his tracker, Humbug's side. There's one left, so a 50-50 shot of a final item on blind.
Humbug showing off blind. You know, if you can follow the script, we'll pretty much do what you want him to do, and there it is. 9 hits, and away we go.
Okay, this is Wombat's chance. Do you skip Thieves Town and hope for a hammer go in to get something very important from that big chest? That being said, the dungeon is completely unlogic with that key location. The only time the dungeon's out of logic without hammer is if the key locks itself in the big chest. And then it's hammer required. But otherwise, it's Doesn't have to be something in the big chest. Alright, and Humbug with out the money for Aero game is gonna play here. Not even going for the X99s. You need pawn money, you need big game money. More arrows.
Yeah, enough with the arrows. Holy cats. Humbug is just so good with that spin speed.
He knows what he's doing. Wombat's incredibly good, but my gosh, this execution from Humbug is just top of the line.
Okay.
There's Meyer. Right now, you have no way of getting to East Half Mountain, so you cannot check that medallion requirement for Turtle Rock. So this may come down to choosing between Green Pendant Meyer worth 3 items or Ice Palace worth potentially 2 if you're lucky with no hammer.
Yeah, and then, you could always decide to go in a pod for who knows what.
With potentially no bow or hammer.
Yep.
Okay, if this is shuffling, I'm gonna laugh.
Alright, never mind.
Never mind. On the way.
Yeah, that's kind of the theme of the scene so far. Everything's just on the way.
You kind of had to go a little bit out of your way for the Moon Pearl, but that's basically it. Ice Rod and Fire Rod both in my area is just dumb.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god, game. Seriously, Tempered, Silvers, Red Mail, oh my god.
So Hammer and Hook just in Hype Cave, right? Like at this point?
There you go, yeah. I mean, if you get Hook Shot, you're just going straight to Swamp.
Oh yeah, immediately.
If you get a Hammer, you are probably just going to East Death Mountain. Oh no, you got a pod. You got a pod. Never mind.
I don't know. I think I might do the mountain because again, you can just flute to 5 and run up to pod. But I want that medallion info pretty bad.
I guess darn if you do, darn if you don't.
Yeah.
Got Humbug running towards.
Oh, shovel. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what they're running toward. I'm lost.
I didn't see the shovel pick up.
Yeah, probably because you fell asleep in that boring Hype Cave.
Or was it boring? Yeah, it was boring.
Pretty boring.
Alright, this is what, Pyramid Catfish for Humbug? I mean, you could get a pod play at this point. Or... we go into an Ice Palace? Oh, we don't have a hammer. Duh.
I thought maybe they were really leaning into that Hammer and Ice Palace thing that's been going on. Go in for the first check and then leave.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, first check's like Mirror, Hammer, something like that.
Right?
And everybody who doesn't do it, it's just like... really? That was that easy?
Yeah, that was my Cross Keys race. That's where it was. I think Shinmaru said the same thing. All right, now here's something that Wombat could really benefit from. If this is anything, this will be massive. Ah. I was really hoping for Wombat's case that would have been something. Even a medallion.
We're going to pod, Talon.
Do you believe in pod?
Isn't that the channel we're in?
I didn't choose this channel.
Kind of scared Brave coming in here and going, hi!
Yes, Brave, we know it was you. Yeah, I call dibs on picking the next room next time I do your comms.
I gotta pick the rooms last 2 days, and then Brave chose this one. That's fine.
Yeah, considering we're being faced with a dungeon dibs we can't finish, this makes the most sense, because if your hammer's in here, you just finish it off.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so sorry you had to see that.
I don't acknowledge. Brave, please.
Wombat decided to drop down and use that mushroom for that fake powder. I had to give up their portal, so I had to run back for the purple chest.
Well, I'm gonna get silvers out of this whole deal, so could be worse. Alright, so pretty much 2 keys are gonna be guaranteed, right side. I mean, almost guaranteed. We got 1 item up front, which means there could be 1 more non-key up front, but statistically, these are all gonna be keys. I still probably go big key, chest drop down, mirror.
Yep.
Man, Humbugh burning his own biscuits, just bombing his butt. D-boost.
Okay.
That's good. 2/3 chance at my TR now. Like, if this were any other tournament, I'd probably go Meyer first in their situation. But this is Boots, and like you said, Ice Palace has just been torture lately. I think, given the choice, I think I go Ice Palace first.
Okay.
Okay, game.
How do you like your hammer go mode?
Evil. Yeah, you go from here up to Death Mountain. And there's just like, yeah, exactly Womby. There's what, Paradox, Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny, Floating Island.
Oh, is Wombat doing first chest?
Well, this is interesting.
Yes, my guy.
Womby, go. This is some sass level sass. Now, unfortunately for Wombat, Humbugh can now beat Swamp.
Yeah, unfortunately this isn't going to advance anything too far because the Humbug's just going to come in here and destroy this dungeon.
Yeah, you're go-moding after that first chest. But Swamp is still a pain in the butt to get to, so Mountain first.
Yeah, really hoping for a go mode Swamp. Can't blame them.
But if Hammer is here... which is not unfortunately. If it was there, that would have been incredible for Wombat. Could have skipped basically the entire mountain. You just go to pod with your bows and your hammer. You get hookshot, you get a medallion, and you skip all of Death Mountain.
Yeah, the race is on at that point. Yeah, it just feels like though the route's kind of favoring Humbug. 'Cause with everything just being so linear, it just feels like Hammer's just going to be up here, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it could still be in Mire, Ice, whatever, but statistically, yeah, we're about to find it. Worst case for Hammer at this point would be, what, Pedestal? However unlikely.
Yeah, it can't be because
Oh,
of
wait,
Ice
it can't
Palace.
be. Yeah, I was going to say Ice Palace Pendant. Right. My brain was telling me that it was another dungeon that would have been done.
Yeah, Wombat needs, like, our most knights to have the hammer. And him to go in there right after Pod.
Armos Knights has an item left. Big
Oh,
Move,
no,
Big
wait.
Move could still... What's that?
Yeah, our most knights have an item. Okay, sorry. I thought we were questioning that. I'm like, oh no, am I wrong? No, I think they do.
Well, I mean, if Wombat decides to go from Pod to Eastern and Armos Knights has a hammer, that could still be good too. Not gonna happen because the density of the mountain is way too much of a thing.
Yeah, that would be quite the call.
Oh god, we need Ether.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so we're go -2. Game. Seriously? Did you just really do that? Did you put nothing on Death Mountain?
It's kind of wild.
Okay, we've got one more chance, and then this Hammer, Mire, Front of Ice, Catfish. Wow.
Wow, that's very surprising to me.
Or go -2, the game gives us nothing the entirety of Death Mountain. That is insane. Alright, I'm gonna go have fun in Swamp, I assume. First chat go mode into Ice, probably. I think you're forcing yourself into Ice with this route.
Yeah, because it's so poor to get there, I wouldn't have been surprised to see a Mire play now. Oh, Graveyard Ledge. Humbug never did Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, I gotta check probably Bumper as well, no cape, but...
Yeah, if Wombat can somehow resist the Siren's call that is the mountain, they'll really save some time, but I don't see how you can do that. Not with so much up there.
Yeah, only thing you don't want to do is last locate, whatever it is, because Humbug will get there fast. But short of something like that, if you are first to hammer, you've got a shot. A good shot. And Wampy's execution can definitely do that. Okay, looks like a minor play from Humbug. So if Wombat takes this to Ice Palace and Mire's just empty, then Wombi's got back up and more. Or Catfish.
Yeah, Wombat didn't grab the pyramid. I think probably to make sure they didn't isolate Catfish, so now it's going to have to make this a long run back out.
It's definitely a big time sink for Humbug if this does not work out, so... Arya could easily do this. I mean, the mountain's going to be the play, but... This could be huge for Wombat at this point.
Yeah, the problem for Wombat is they just have so much to do that Humbug's already done, whereas Humbug, I mean, outside of Mire, what did you have left? I mean...
Ice Palace.
Right, for 2 things. This is a dungeon you can complete for 3, so like for Humbug it was an even play pretty much regardlessly. But even though they can do some fun shenanigans and finish Swamp Palace without the hammer, you know the hammer can't be there. So you're trying to hunt the hammer first, hoping to find Ether on the way.
I mean, big advantage for Humbug, even if he just finds Ether and nothing else, but... Good find for Wombat if this is Hammer.
Well, Humbug did this.
Oh, did he? Okay, I missed that.
Yeah, they did it right before they came into Mire.
Got it, okay. I had to step out of the room for a minute.
For Humbug, you gotta feel like, with the dwindling number of checks, every time it's not Hammer or Ether, just rolling your eyes like, come on! Yeah, here's Wombat on the mountain.
You do want to find Ether first. Because you want to find that so you can just go mode Swamp. But if you find a hammer first, suddenly you have to search Swamp for Ether too. And then you gotta do Pyramid Fairy.
Al Vanilla.
Al Vanilla. And Wombat going to be sorely disappointed in all of Death Mountain.
Yeah, we'll gain the medallion information they need for TR, but I mean, at this point, you much rather have a hammer, frankly.
I mean, at this point, your brain's telling you, I should be in good shape for Total Rock, right?
Well, I think at this point, looking at it, we're almost at the hour mark and how free and linear the scene started, I think my brain's screaming, why aren't I in go mode yet? Yeah, it looks like Vitreous has the last item. Gross.
And you're still going to turn in Green Pennant, right? You get a hammer, you're still turning it in. You get
100%.
You get Ether, you're turning it in.
Oh yeah, 100%. No, no matter what item this is, hammer or Ether, I'm turning in next.
Sadness Part 1 for Wombat, Light, Death Mountain. Sadness Part 2, Dark Death Mountain. Sadness Part 3, finding out your medallion. Well, technically, probably going to find medallion, so that'll be Sadness Part 2 with finishing off Dark Death Mountain for Sadness Part 3, I guess.
Nice job, Humbug, setting that spooky up inside the dungeon.
And Vidya is melting to Silver Arrow. He did miss one though, so yeah, well, good shot, Humbug. Kidding.
Oh, good, he's not a robot. I was starting to be worried. Oh, baby.
What a shock. All right, Ether, go.
Say it, Brave. You know you want to. I'm not saying it.
I'm not saying it.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, not it.
And Humbug not turning in Green Pendant before going to Swamp. I mean, statistically, again, I say that all the time, it's probably fun. You're likely to find Ether in Swamp, but not guaranteed. Could be in Thieves Have Big Chest. And Wombat making the right play going into Minor as well. Yeah, it looks like Humbug still is up. He is into Swamp Palace. Oh, dumb ads. Still, it's fine. Good time for ads because currently Humbug is in Swamp, but he's not quite at the first chest yet. Well, he did get the first chest, but he is now nearing the big chest here.
Sweet, we have Wombat in stereo.
Nice. And a picture of a Wombat with fighter gear on the left. That's pretty cool. Okay, and Humbug gets a big 20 from the chest out the big chest. Until we get video feedback, I'm going to go ahead and just... Okay, there we go. No more spoilers for me.
Yeah, I think Humbug's doing the right thing here to rush in the back.
Okay, item somewhere left side.
You don't come back for it, do you?
I mean, what are your other options? What are your other options? Hammer Pigs into the Eastern Big Chest, Ice Palace. Nothing gonna be in Pod. You've got to beat that though.
Well, now there's 2 items finding that big key, so maybe you do.
Yeah, I don't think you take a chance at this point. You're full clearing everything you can. You do not skip anything. You're kind of past the point that skipping is safe. And Argus just that left. Argus.
Yeah, Humbug taking your advice, and I agree, it's the correct one to come back in here. You can't leave it behind at this point.
You can't. You got an easier way to hack into swamp, but it's still a pain in the butt to drain in here. And no, it's just if Humbug were to skip this, Wombat would not. And if it is Ether, Wombat would probably win. And
yeah, Wombat needs to take this green pin and turn it in. That be Ether, so they can go mode swamp to get back in this.
Yeah, that's part of it, yeah.
Odds are Humbug's going to do the same thing. We'll turn it in on their way to finish off Pod.
Yeah, Pod doesn't have anything left, but you gotta beat it. It's fine.
Yeah, which is one of the reasons I thought Humbug would turn the green pin in and just knock Pod out. You have to. You know you're not going to find your item, but it's not going to be any faster by beating Swamp first.
Exactly. I mean, best case scenario, you get Ether on a green pendant, and you finish Pod, and you go mode Swamp. It's like best case scenario in that particular scenario. I was a little bit surprised as well that Humbug didn't do that.
Yeah, in this case, they can just take the big bomb up, drop it off, then head to Pod after that. So, I mean, you can see both sides.
Yeah.
Both runners making great use of Spooky there.
Not in swamp. Yeah. But we got more health. We got 15 hearts now, and we've skipped some.
Yeah, these runners are basically immortal at this point.
A good bond dupe setup, I like it. And not human. No. Alright, is it green pendant?
Nope.
Okay. Our choices are Ice Palace, Hammer Bag, Leaves Down Big Chest, and Spike Cave? Is that all?
Yeah, I think you got it.
It can be pet as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing Ice Palace next, because then you just get Eastern when you do Pod to push the pedestal play.
I mean, like, if you're Wombat, you don't get any other benefit from... Oh, okay. So Humbug's going for Spike Cave. At least he was until the Dead Rock said, no, you're not. Not today, sir. And then the cabbage says, not today, sir. Alright, Spike Cave, are you our answer? Nope. And Ice Palace next for Humbug.
You know, we had this all set up for a nice, friendly scene. Nothing silly. That was ridiculous.
Never underestimate when the one and only Scottish Brave types exclamation point raise space seed name. They're always entertaining. That's why I hope she rolls my cross-key seed next weekend. Okay, very good icebreaker setup there for the boots. Well done. That character's thinking about ice cream. I like ice cream. I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, not sure. I know Wombat put this image together and did a really, really good job, but I know near nothing about Splatoon, so...
All I know is it's a movie about soldiers or something. But I'm probably thinking of the wrong... Wait, that's Splatoon. Splatoon is the one on Nintendo, right?
Yeah, it's the Inkling kids and paint.
Never played that game, but
Yeah, no idea.
It looks cute.
Yeah, Wombat making the same choice to go back for Left Side Swamp. We know this... Objectively, this is the right call. Unfortunately, we know better, but...
So... If I were Wombat, I'd be thinking Humbugh could be in a similar spot, and I'm trying to metagame a little bit at this point. I'd almost be going Pod in the Eastern, in the ice. Oh,
There it is.
There it is. 1:11:35. Humbugh's in go mode.
Little Waffle House drive-thru there. Nice job.
Okay, so we got Turtle Rock to finish up, going to GT at that point.
Well, there is one thing that Humbugh forgot.
Yes, not to find Mirror Shield, other than that one.
They never beat Helmassar.
Oh, you are right. This could get awkward. I mean, it's at this point irrelevant, but it's a little bit entertaining, and you kind of get an insight as to Humbugh's frustration level at this point. And Humbugh knows that Wombat is a runner you do not want to trifle with, so you kind of start going to places you know you could just do.
Well, knowing that you're looking for the go mode to just beat Turtle Rock to get into it, once you had it, that had to be the front thing in your mind, so this doesn't surprise me that you're like, okay, I'm good, Turtle Rock it is.
Yeah, it's just a matter of if Humbugh remembers Pod by the time they're done with the dungeon. Usually, this is the point in the seed where I look at my tracker and I go, okay, I'm good, right? I'm good. Oh crap, I'm not good.
Yeah, knows they're not looking for anything, so they'll have some time in TR just to let their brain wander a little bit because they're just looking for keys. Wombat gonna do the same thing, grab the big bomb. Again, don't blame them. Nice powder.
Because we need the safety. Thanks, game.
These runners haven't needed a safety since Kakariko and the flipping 7 heart containers they found, or whatever it was.
Right? And the red mail we had by Sawset.
Right?
Or the tempered we got at Sawset. And bottle we get a green give, vanilla. Yeah, Humbug at that point is like, just tank it, whatever. Is it just me or is it very quiet now?
So quiet.
And Womby making the right call, going into Ice Palace for go mode as well. Will he go to pod before going up the mountain, though? Oh, there's the music. And Humbug open for the last key. Oh, yeah, there it is. Humbug knows it. He was clicking on pods. It was flashing and flashing, so he knows. Alright, we're gonna do Laser Bridge, boys and girls, and all of the non-binary pals out there.
Look at Humbug go, trying to make the mirror shield relevant.
Useless item. Who needs a shield to dodge lasers?
There's key.
Vanilla.
Alright, and there's go mode for Wombat.
Yeah, 1:16:53, just a couple minutes after Humbug. I mean, Wombat's probably gonna have pod beaten before Humbug.
Alright, spin, slash. Down goes Trinex.
Wonderfully done.
Alright, sure. Why not?
Gosh, this game's evil. It may not have been a pet seed, but you needed to go late into Eastern for your Pearl. You need to go into Ice Palace for your Ether. And you needed to go into Pod and double dip that for the hook shot. You had a Mire for Hammer. Oh my gosh. Well, technically, I don't think you needed a double dip pod if you big brain Mire, because you had that Bombus before. But that would take quite a big brain.
Yeah, that's quite the call.
Like, I've got all of pod available to me, but let's go to Mire instead.
Yeah, that's very much a runner saying, well, it's Humbug, and they're pretty good, so let me do something wacky and hope.
Yeah, I may have done it. Honestly, it's like, you know who your opponent is, and it's like, well, I can't beat him execution-wise, so maybe I could just big brain something. But it still would have been a tough fight. You still would have gone up to Death Mountain feeling good, and been like, oh, Ether. And honestly, you've already been there. Like, your next play at that point, if you're trying to big brain crap, is like, well, I'm either going back to Thieves Town Big Chest or Ice Palace, so let's just big brain some other dumb play.
Right, it's ironic because, you know, big braining going to Ice Palace would have worked. Yeah, all the pendant dungeons required in this one.
You only had to beat one of them, but it still was evil. And the items were placed incredibly late. You had to go to Big Key Chest Eastern for your Moon Pearl. You had to go beat Viddy for your hammer. Ice Tea, which is everybody's most favorite room in Ice to get your ether. Alright, links are in chat to give these two runners a follow, putting on a great show for us. Appreciate it. Brave as well for putting on the restream. While you're at it, give Talon a follow as well. Link is in chat.
Yeah, shout out to you, Lana. Thanks for coming in so we can get this on pretty late. Throw it out of the restream, but both these runners definitely worth it.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. It's always fun doing commentary. Having issues getting on those SG channels right now because of a rate limited issue that apparently even Discord's like, hey, you've got an issue, but we can't do anything. Have fun. Bye. So it's good to get some commentary, and my gosh. Okay, see ya, Helmasaur. If you all like playing games, it's not SG, but feel free to get your guesses in chat. 1 to 22, where's that stinking Big Key hiding? You have a good couple minutes to decide, because, well, we gotta climb the mountain for, like, the umpteenth time, so it's fine.
Yeah, luckily for Wombat, it's a pretty friendly TR, not having to do any weird things like Lava Chest, but knowing that Humbugg's already been all the way through this.
So this does mean that there's a small key in the big chest, so technically Wombat can probably save a little bit of time if he elects to go ahead and do the big chest as well. Just ignore that big key from the laser bridge. Small key, I should say, because big key is required. It's not cross keys.
Cross keys.
Heck yeah, gonna be doing Braves 1 in just a bit.
Oh yeah, that is coming up.
It is. She'll be pinging for it shortly.
Alright, Lana, where do you like your GT Big Key?
I'm gonna say mid. It's gonna be a 13. But I'm gonna go for, if I have to choose a room, probably Rando room.
I like the number 4. I like my number 4 Encompass room if I can have it the way I want it.
Yeah, it's not bad. That would give you, what? Bottom left chest? No, bottom left chest does the stupid floor things. That would be top right, I guess.
Yeah, because I'd pull a small key out of Hope and just go right for Compass room.
And Humbug plays with our emotions, you just go straight left. So maybe DM route?
It paid off earlier today.
Or maybe he's a rando rusher.
No.
0 for 5.
Okay.
Blom, blom. You still get credit though. If it's Encompass room, you still get credit.
Like a good DM route. DM route's fine.
Okay, all the small keys. This is pretty good chance for Compass though, because of all those straight up small keys just available. But
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
it always does that anyway. Oh, the fillet! Well done.
Well, not in Compass Room. Okay. See, Wombat is going to grab this big chest for the small key. So we'll be able to dodge Laser Bridge, which is nice. Well, you'll notice that there was no big key in Double Firebar Room.
Yup, that I think technically falls on my... What did I say, 13? Did I say 14? I don't even know.
Said 13. But
13.
That's because it's never in Double Firebar Room.
It was for me a few days ago.
No.
Fair enough. Womby, no! Now we get double Wombat.
Spring Link hates Brave today.
Oh, is it more ads? Oh no! Alright, well, until we get Womby back up, I will keep y'all up to date. He is currently on the thing towards Tranex. Hey, it's the big key. It is in random room. I get partial credit.
Yeah, good job, Lana.
Alright, Wombat is taking down Tranex right now. So apparently Rando Rush is the route in GT. It's not that I would benefit from that. I'd go Hope right and then left.
Yeah, no way would I run a rush.
And I didn't acknowledge the Butter Sword, the game's solidifying easiness here near the end on Tranex.
Yeah, as if our runners needed a little extra oomph. They definitely have it now.
Alright, and Wombat is opening GT at the same time. Humbugh is fighting land mode 2. 1, 2, 3. One of the hardest fights in the game, Landmo with Silvers. Well played. And Wombat into GT going Hope. I presume he'll continue right, could be wrong. Or not. Okay, so Wombat does have the good route here.
Yeah, Wombat has an idea about if you find a key in Hope Room, it's a better indication of going left, and something about the same thing for... I don't understand it. He swears by it, though.
Well, in that way, he's not wrong this seed. And nice torch strat, hitting that from the south. That is pretty precise. Alright, Humbugh into Aga 2. Womby is about to find that big key and start climbing. That's evil placement. Let's be honest, Aga. Only downside for Wombat with that route is no fillet.
Oh, there you go. Agatu, not the most kind patterns, but we got through it.
Okay, we got an Aga fight, or we got a Ganon fight coming up. It's going to be a tough one here. We got Silvers and Butter, 16 Hearts. It's going to be a nail biter, everybody.
Yeah, Humbugh really gonna have to prove their mettle right now. Hunker down and focus, or blindfold themselves. One of the other.
Yeah, whatever works.
That's Isaac. It's just trolling Wombat.
Oh, this climb is just, oh my goodness, poor guy. And meanwhile, Humbugh finishes up Ganon.
Yeah, I wonder if Wombat was one of those, like, Humbugh's not finished, you're in the climb, getting a little nervous, and, yeah, here we are. Get those GGs in chat for Humbugh.
GGs. Meanwhile, Wombat just finishing off Moldorm 2. He's going to go and finish this off because you are close. Close race, though. So routes were pretty similar, so it's got to be at this point just a little bit about execution, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, it really came down to an execution exhibition by Humbugh, just showing all the experience that they have and how good they are at this game. Because yeah, it was so linear a lot of the time that divergence just really wasn't possible. I mean, with the exception of diverting to beat Vitreous for Green Pendant and end up getting the hammer, that was kind of it. Everything else was just in front of you.
Ice Palace was a bit evil too, but yeah, I agree. Like, if the only two things you need are your entrance to TR Go,
yeah, Humbugh forgetting about Pod and having to mountain climb and go through all that again gave Wombat some time back. But in the end, just not enough. Wombat, please.
Okay, see ya, Agatu. Okay, Wombi fighting the hardest fight in the entire game. Fully loaded out Aga. I keep calling Ganon Aga, which I guess is kind of not far off, but regardless, Ganon. And just gonna kind of stay here and tank hits because, you know, you got a billion health.
Yeah, just want to say hey to Humbug. We see you there. We're just going to let Wombat finish out his fight real quick.
Neither runner attempted to go ahead and get the torch blade.
Nah, Silver's and Fire Rod. Plenty of ammunition. Don't need it. And yeah, there's the pig exploding. Let's go ahead and get those GGs in chat for ARabidWombat. Gonna finish this race out. And hey, Humbug, GG.
GG's, Humbug.
Thank you. GG's.
Well, that was just a silly hammer, now wasn't it?
Yes. I feel like it was a tribute to our good friend Nissan, who allegedly had Hammer on video or Hammer in Mire like 3 times in a row in League Season 2 or whatever. But yes, that was a silly hammer. I was sweating so much because there is a world where you have that hammer for Gomo.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, if you just choose ice instead of Mire, because you know, like, okay, I can't full clear this anyway unless the hammer is in there. If it is, it's good. If it's not good, then I can't full clear it. There is a world where you have, like, I feel like ice is a very reasonable decision, and if you do that, you're cruising.
Yeah. Suddenly Vidya is one of your last choices because Hammer, you're like that quite a bit. Yeah, not wrong. And a big GG's Wombi in our booth as well. GG's.
Thank you. GG's to you and to Humbug.
GG's.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird thing because, you know, you both got that hook shot and then went right for the density of the mountain, which was dead. And then got the hammer and both went to Swamp Palace, which was dead. I was like, man, density was worth anything.
I would argue that the mountain wasn't dead. It had information about what you need to get into Turtle Rock, and that was so important in this.
Knowing that was ether is very important to Seed.
Yes. Say you, like I was thinking this as well, say you actually get the hammer before hookshot, then you think that you're in go mode when you get the hookshot. You will go mode swamp probably, and you will just rush up the mountain and just stop there and okay. Crap.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't hurt you here because you don't have to go back to swamp, but still, it would be bad. So I think that was actually important that time for the both of us.
That's a good point.
I'm more appalled by the myths, honestly. Like I had 486 rupees going to Zora area. Then I got a 20 in Waterfall to having just enough money to buy the lamp, so that I could get my mitts out of Hera big chest with big key behind the lamp. Come on.
Yeah. Fire lock fire today.
Yeah. It was a dumbass mitts, especially since it led directly into Fire Rod.
Yeah.
I mean the pearls suck too, to be honest.
Yeah, I was surprised.
My last location at Merle.
Same. It was hard last location. Like Merle in Checkerboard Cave is one of my absolute favorite item placements in this game. I was hoping for it, but no. Nope. Just the Fire Rod. And also, I do want to add, yes, I forgot Pod. Shut up. It happens. All right. But yeah, my bad, I guess.
Yeah, it was one of those things with, I need ether for TR, then you get ether, and you're like, all right, good, I'm good, and you just go, oh wait,
Exactly.
shoot.
Yeah. Especially
Yeah,
since you needed it for TR specifically. Like if you need it for something else, say you need the fire rod for Skull Woods or whatever, then you at least aren't up the mountain. But now I was just heading to the mountain, and I realized while I was like going through the pipes in lava room that
Did I just see book on pet? Did I see book on pet too? Just now.
Wait, really?
On Womby's side, I think I just saw a book on pet. All right, that's classic. Thanks, Brain.